Good morning, good morning. Well, afternoon. Don't know why I'm still saying morning. It clearly isn't. Hello, Rosanna. I have some fun stuff that we can do today. Should it be what everybody wants to do? Because I can't. Sorry, my light is like stuck on the edge of the new fabric. It's a whole thing. We'll figure it out when we get going. But I wasn't sure I was going to come on today, but then I was having some anxiety about tomorrow. So then I was like, okay, let's just go chill with the ladies, hang out. Not a big deal. I have a Temu delivery that we can or can't go through, whichever you guys would prefer. I want to show off some wire that I did over the weekend that I'm excited about. I want to show you how I came up with a new to me. I'm sure somebody else has done this in the past and that I'm not the first by any means, but it's new to me. I figured it out because working with the bronze wire, there's not room for, sorry, there's not a lot of like head pin and um head pins, eye pins, whatever. The eye pins are pretty easily. Hi Georgina. Hi Barbara. So like I said, it's new to me. I want to share it with you. So that whether it be that you can't find metals that match or that you're using something there's not a lot of. Like I can get antique copper head pins and stuff all day, every day, all day, every day. This is all antique copper. Can I find the bright copper? Not really. Or if I do find it, it's ridiculously expensive. So that's where we are. So I just was looking for an option. It is similar to um, oh my gosh, why can't I talk? The knotted head pin. Um, that was ridiculously like, I should have known that. It's similar to that, but it's also different. So I want to show that to you guys today. Are you down to go through my hello, Tina and Dawn and Jan? So happy you're here. Jan, you're new to me. I'm so happy to have you. Thanks for being here. Hi, Mary. Um, yeah, I'm anxious, so that's kind of why I came on. Because I was anxious because talking with you ladies like chills me out and whatnot. So I can go through my team order if anybody would like. I know some people tend to have strong um feelings about Timu. I will tell you this. I buy from the sellers that are local warehouse or whatever, which means that the warehouse is in the country. The orders are picked in country. So that is one thing that I try to do whenever possible. Now, do I come across stuff that is gonna come from overseas that I just love? Sometimes I still order it. So, and everybody can have their own opinions. But yes. Hi, Miranda. Okay. Then I will go through the orders because there's a couple of questions I have for you all. I've already asked Rosanna this question, but let's go ahead and go down to the mat. So, oops, double clicked. Um, What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I already asked this question to Rosanna, but I want to ask you guys as well. So I thought that these daisy spacers were metal. They are not. They are, in fact, CCB, which is a plastic. Is my camera jumping? Yes, it is. Okay, hold on. Okay. They are plastic that are then like sprayed with a metallic metal type spray over the top of it. And so I was like, well, are these okay to use? Like, would you guys use them in an ornament? Over metal spacer beads. Rosanna said no, she'd only use metal. So I'm curious to get other people's opinions on the matter because I keep going back and forth. I have them in both silver and gold. I should have known by the price, but sometimes it's just that low price. So you're like, no, that's how it is. So the only reason I would think that I would use these in ornaments is because I like to use spacers, just like my Aunt Rosanna. So I can't wait to go. You guys, one thing that I'm really looking forward to within my recovery, I get caught up on all of my friends' videos that I have missed. So I have heard about this headband, so I'm dying to go watch it. I'm excited, but yes, you use these on certain jewelry. Yes, I have also used these on stretch bracelets so that when the beads are moving around, it isn't like it's not rubbing up against the way that you would if it were metal. So that's that. Okay. So I had already ordered open stuff because I thought I didn't think that I would be opening it live, which I don't mind doing. But then I got a second delivery today that I will go through with you. I have to grab something. Be like, what? Okay. So I know you've all seen like the regular dinosaurs, and they're really cute in the multiple things. But then I got these baby dinosaurs. They are set in sterling silver. So, and unlike the other dragons, these guys have blue and green eyes, not just red. I am 99.9% sure that the bead in the middle, if it's not glass, it's a very light gray gemstone that's not like obtuse or opaque. Those are two different things. But yeah, I'm bummed because one of my orders that I ordered from a specific company, um, they had a 1-piece or a 5-piece set. And I had ordered a 1-piece set in one order and then the 5 in the other. Well, the single one got delivered and the other one was supposedly part of that delivery, but it didn't come, it wasn't in there. So, and then you guys, when Rosanna opened her package, you got to see these that they are calling. I'm sorry, this camera is so far away. I'm like already sitting on the edge of my seat. So let me see if I move it over. There we go. Okay. So they called these Persian agate. But I got some. I think they're pretty. Hi, Beth. So I like those. If you guys saw the obsidian bracelet bars, then these aren't new to you, but these are adventuring. The hole's kind of interesting because it's right on the side, but then it comes out on the bottom. So it's like kind of sort of drilled diagonally. Haven't figured out fully like the best method. The best mesh I can't talk. The best way to go about it, I haven't figured that out yet. Method. That's what I was trying to say. And then I got, you guys saw the antique copper ones. These are like so those are pretty. I got some in this color. I ordered a few new ones just so that I could go over it. But yeah, the sterling silver are baby dragons. They're little. Speaking of dragons, I have these too. This is not rose quartz. This is like the pink opalite. So I have all of those that were part of an order. That's the last one. No, there's one more. So I got the pink opalite and then the regular opalite. So these are a little bit bigger. The best part about them is the bail. It is part of the pendant itself, so you don't have to have the pinch bail at the top or anything like that. And it's nice and big. I would venture that you can get at least 2 millimeter leather through there, if not also 2.5 or 3 millimeter. I had those in the first order. I had these that I had already done, which I love the pattern around the shell. It's so pretty. It makes it look like they're rhinestones. I don't think there actually are, but yeah. So again, I got an opalite in here. I don't know what that stone is. This one's a jasper. It's just kind of in between. I don't know that it's technically red jasper, but it's pretty. And then there's blue goldstone as well. Again, the veil is part of the piece itself. So, I'm very happy with those. I only got one of these because I wanted to see what they looked like, and I'm very happy with them. So I will definitely be ordering more. Look at this. The veil is like a leaf. So this is like a leaf that goes down, and then there are leaves that come across the top of the teardrop, and then there are flowers all along the bottom of it. And look at the back of it. That was probably my favorite. Like when I turned it over and saw that, I was like, holy cow. You rarely get something like that. And there is a leaf on the back of the veil as well. So, your girl loves a good double pendant where you can wear it if you're feeling more silver or you're stacking it with silver and you just want the unakite to kind of peek through or whatever gemstone. Or you flip it to this side and you get all of the flowers and you get the full view of the gemstones. Oh, really, Jan? Yeah, I got you covered you like the turtles, because I have other turtles too. So if you want to do a little what we call personal shopping session, just let me know. I'm still like so annoyed with the color on this. I don't know why. It's just not. I think that's a little bit better. But they're very pretty. And they came in a bunch of different ones. So if you guys know I love getting pendants from them. So then I got a set of these wings, which I really like. This is red jasper, Unakite, white quartz, the opalite, yellow jade, barbacite, tiger eye, faux turquoise, and adventurine. So, Rosanna, I might have to follow your lead as far as this goes with the one that you purchased the other day. So I might just have, especially because I bought just about every single type of jade she had when I did the video. So I really like the wings. I already showed these. So I like these. I like the copper better. I did order a couple of the other colors just so I can see what I think of them once they get here. And just so you guys know, there are certain people that I withhold stuff from. I withhold, like, they get first dibs on it, basically. So, Rosanna, this is yours. So, there are certain things I just know that when I order, that Rosanna's going to like. Are you here, Rosanna? Or did you go bye-bye? Because I want to show you. Jan, you might want the link on these too. Okay, well, she's not here, so bad. Look at this one. The turtle is Unakite. And then the shell is cherry blossom agate. Isn't that so cute? Rosanna, do you see this? His little mouth is open, like most turtles are. You can see the little eyes, the nose and head is shaped really nicely. The underneath is carved both on the pot and the underneath, and then you get the little cherry blossom. I'll look that up for you, Jim. Let me see real quick. Because you're supposed to be able to like search within your orders. No, I don't want that. Okay. Orders. You should be able to like search within your orders, but that's not always the case. So I want to go to your orders, to delivered. Oh, the other bag. I forgot. I know what's in the other bag. That makes me excited. I just saw a few of the things. Is this part of it? Sorry. They're not part of this one. I will figure out the information for you later on. They're so cute, right? I know. She's going to love it. So cute. Okay. And then also within this order, was there anything that I popped up here? Oh, I got some pretty star cut tiger eye that I liked. I got these bronze spacers, which aren't as antique brass as most things that they try to say is antique bronze. These are closer, but that's not the color that they actually look like. Let's see, what else did I get that I just put in bottles right away so that I wasn't just de-stranding them and leaving them on my desk. Yeah, that's the ones you just showed. Let me see. Oh, this isn't part of that. But look, Rosanna, I haven't done the middle yet, and I haven't decided if I'm going to paint the center or not. But I don't have all the colors you do. I only have one red color and one green color, or two green colors, and so. But I did it. I did it. What else was there? Oh, I got another one of these, except for these. This one's for my daughter, not Squish, because this is the exact. It's the color that Sarah from Land Before Time was in the movie, so I was happy that I got that. Trying to think what else. What else? Oh, these are bigger than the ones that I had that weren't drilled. These ones are drilled. And the bag, while there's like the lighter yellow pieces, the amount of dark, the darker, the more red, the more like saturated colors, are in here. So I was very happy about that because, you know, I like to get all the shades, but this is, I think that the other ones were like 50 millimeters or like 45, and these are like 55 or something like that. I can pull out my caliper, but anyway, so I got quite a few of those, and they were not a bad price, so I will be able to pass along the savings to all of you. Okay, was there anything else? I'm sure there was. Oh, there's a ruby zoisite pendant as well. Um, I have a question for you guys. Does anybody use the faux leather chains? Because I get a good amount of them, and so I always try to keep some whenever I go to a show so that if somebody's allergic to metal and can't use the chain, I can swap it out for those or for leather, give them the option of which they prefer. So, oh, and I got a couple of things that are for a gift, so I can't show it on here because I don't want to spoil a surprise for somebody. So let's get out the other bag. This has stuff in it for Squish, so that's why I was like, oh yeah, there's stuff in here that I want. Well, whatever was in this is no longer in the box. So I said, okay. Oh, I got this because I like the different wooden beads. I like the way that they look. But look at that. I mostly got it for the pendant itself because it's all like carved, and it looks like they went over it and then carved and then went over it again. And it's really pretty. They use like glass beads to make the bail with, which I thought was quite clever. And then I like the different wood beads. I like wood beads a lot. So every once in a while, when I see something, even if it's already a finished piece of jewelry and I am likely to take it apart, I don't like to keep myself. It's all right, Beth. Do you need me to email you with my info? Yes, Jan. It is the same name as my channel, TT's Trinkets and Treasures, at gmail.com. I could tell you all what Beth's face was like when she did that. I shouldn't be showing these, but she was like, absolutely, absolutely, Linda, it won't stay. on what it came with. Now, they have this as a pair of earrings. I would not use these as earrings. But there might be somebody in here that would. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, I just turned that frown upside down. Oh, I got this for Squish. Pick me. Yes, exactly. I got this for the baby's wall. Her entire nursery is elephant. So I just thought this was so precious. And it's double-sided, which I love too. So it can, they have it so that you can like hang it from the moon. So it'll just determine how, so then it can go back and forth. So that's for the Squish. Of course I picked you, Goober. Why do you think I ordered it? Ugh. Tell us how you really feel, Linda. Please don't hold anything back. I would use these as pendants. I would not use them as earrings. But somebody else might. I don't understand why there's one that's wrapped in bubble paper, but not all of them. I just got these cute little resin owls. I'm going to have to drill them to turn them into pendants. But I liked all the different colors and the variation of like, they don't all look exactly the same. So you get two different owls. So these are good. I saw these either for somebody who just goes gaga over owls, and then I got it for little, you know. I think that they would like it. You could also use it as a phone charm or a purse pull. Like I like to put them. You have to be a line. Oh yeah, Beth was a line dancer. She's amazing. Anyways, so I thought these were cute. You could use them as a zipper pull on a backpack. So there's more than just like, I try to find things that can benefit and or that can be used in multiple ways, just because it's fun. Sorry, there's stuff in this order that's like someone specifically, and I don't want to say, oh yeah, this is also for Squishy. So basically, they took chip beads and put them in resin and then carved them. So this one actually like sits up like that. She has some little bookshelves. So this one was amethyst and I believe rose quartz and one other thing that is eluding me right now. But yeah, rose quartz, amethyst, and those are the two that I can't remember. But that's also for Squish's room. But I have been getting some really decent stainless steel chain. I'm not a fan of it. I keep a few on hand, but I have a bunch. I don't think everybody saw these. They're really pretty. So I have a few of those now, so I'll be able to put them in one of the upcoming What is this? Sale. Oh, I know what these are. These are, you know how you can order the like earring holders or necklace holders, but it has all the chain off the back. You just pop this in on instead, and then the chain goes in these little pockets. So I ordered these, and I actually found a larger quantity of them. So again, I will have these in a future sale. Would you guys want it to already be on a little card that you can just attach earrings and a necklace to? Or would you want the pouches so that you can add them onto an already existing card or whatever else? Or is it, if it's a little bit of both? Yeah. So these will be handy because it never looks good. The chain always like comes down. If you use a piece of tape, then you may have gotten residue on things like this. So I'm like loving it because there's 10 on this. So I think there's 25 sheets, 15 or 25, probably more like 15. But I have those, and if it's something that like we want to do both of, and some people would already like the cards, or I can just sell a sheet of them, like I said, to attach to other cards, because I know people that get like they get them printed with the logo and everything else on it. So I think those people would rather have just the pouches, and not the entire thing. I'm pretty sure this is just another, yeah. I don't like to put, so I order like one or two initially, and then I wait for all the others. Then I go back and I order them again so that we have it. What are these? Oh, I've been waiting for these. These are going on. These are pure sterling silver. Sorry, not on camera. Sterling silver lotus like beads. They're so pretty. That's the bottom. This was another something that I ordered as an individual thing before I got more, especially because they are sterling silver, and so I double and triple check that I like things before I pay those prices. Another one of the elephants. Like I said, I got a bunch. More of the triangle beads, the triangle spacers. I did order more of these. I like these. You guys can't even see because of the glare. I just don't want to open the package. Okay. I like using these acrylic daisy spacers that are like pearl. I like the way they look. They're very pretty. I haven't been able to find a metal version of this. And also, it goes back to people who are allergic to different metals. Like, these are going to be a welcome sight to their eyes because they have stuff that they can get, that they can purchase without worrying about allergy prices. Is it too early for a glass or a bottle of wine? I mean, don't you get to have your daily constitutional? Is that what it was called in like the old movies or whatever? Oh, they're as cute as they looked online. I'm so excited right now. I have like 3 people who asked me to make things with elephants, and I wanted to get some to put on like a little thingy for squish, like a little teething ring and stuff. Oh, they're so cute. I swear sometimes they're cute on the screen and then you get them and they are not at all those are so cute. These are going to sell really well. I'm excited for these. Hey, I can go ahead and give her one, but yeah, exactly. Go for it. That's about yes, if you need to blow off a little steam, feel free. And then I came across these, which this is more of the same, yeah. And I really like these like little, they're like peacock and they go over the top of a gemstone. So the pink opalite, regular opalite, crystal quartz, some kind of this it looks to be faux black turquoise. And then this is probably black agate. If I had to choose, that's what oh, and there's an aventurine one too. So those are cute. I really like those. I have to find a way to bring in pendants for people who are at a lower price budget. Because my whole thing is allowing people to build a stash. And that can be very difficult to do if the places you like to shop are only like the higher end stuff. Oh yeah, these are pretty. They're just like a groove. Let me look at them up close myself. They're really pretty from the side. I wish I could show you guys better. It's just oh, I can't plug this in to my computer right now. Otherwise, I would have. But these are very, very, very pretty. I really like them. I like that the sides, like when they diamond cut chain or whatever, and then you get like that pretty flash from it. That's what those remind me of. So that's good. Okay. I don't want to dump this over, so we're just gonna go ahead and put it in a bag in a jar now. I don't want to forget about the fact that I cut open that envelope so I couldn't reseal it. So just put that away right away so you don't have that problem. This one I'm not as sure about. Not that it's not pretty, but I love the softer colors of the two. But it's still nice. It's very reminiscent of the other one. It's just that like this one is softer in color. And I'm just now seeing it looks like that you like pop these into these little display things. That's what's in the other one. I thought it was something different, but it's cute. It's something that I can put up at like a craft fair or whatever else inexpensively. That's another reason why my business name is Trinkets and Treasures, because not everything I sell is jewelry. Um so I just like to have that because I do little trinkets. We have plenty of the elephant pendants now. Who was it that needed owl stuff? Aw, thanks, Tina. Yeah, if you wanted one, let me know. This is nice. This is stainless steel. Look at that. And they have a faceted crystal, like flat back crystal. It's got some heft to it too, you guys. Look at that. And I even like this bail because they didn't go cheap on the bail. A lot of times, like you'll get a good, it is one-sided, but can you imagine how heavy this would be if this was all filled in with sterling silver? That would be so hard to deal with. But I really like that. Oh no, it's not a pendant. I would not be. These are the elephant pendants that I was referring to. And it came with a nice block chain. But what I was saying is that sometimes you get a nice pendant that has some heft, and then the really cheap bail that like you can pull apart like that to get it off. This is not that. This is a nice sterling silver bail. Not sterling silver, stainless steel. Sorry. It also came with a box chain, which is really nice. So, though I don't know why, but I like box chains for men, not so much for women. But that's me. I'm excited. A fossil coral pendant drilled at the top. That's really nice. That's going in. I have a few other ones of those for the next sale. These are just bronze, antique bronze spacers. I think they're 3mm. I didn't have anything in the bronze, and since I'm loving working with the bronze, I wanted to have those. Oh yeah, these are 18 karat gold plated. So they just basically, these kind of remind me of like a messy wrap, but I got them because of that. It has a nice large hole, so this can go on leather bracelets. Or yeah, on leather bracelets. You could use it on other stuff, but you would probably have to use at a minimum some bead tubing to go in between it, or you would have to have it to where the bead sets within that, and then the bead on either side holds it centered. Otherwise, you get where like one bead is dropped down lower than the rest because it has a larger hole. So that's good. Again, you absolutely could. You guys, I don't know if I've told you this story. My husband had just gotten me like a brand new, it wasn't one of these, it was like Hydro Flask. It was really nice. And we went to my oldest son's graduation for when he got his bachelor's. And they wouldn't allow me to take the water bottle inside. They said that it could be used as a weapon. And I had never thought that before, but then once they said it, I was like, yup, yup, you absolutely could. Oh, I put this over there and I forgot to open it. That is not a safe way to open that, Heather. Don't do that. Use your zircon pliers to break it. Will you please open? I swear. Oh, this is just more angel wings, but I got this set because it has both shades of gold. So if you don't like the more brassy one, there are some Casey gold in here. Of course, They called them, on one listing it was KC gold, on another it was rose gold. But also there were the bronze ones. And I got some like that size pearl in, and then that size. These ones are glass. I also got some shell teardrop pearls in for earring kits for you guys. They're smaller, but I like the shape of them. It's like a longer teardrop, and so I happen to like those ones, so that kind of lot. So I saw those and I had to get them, but I also have the glass ones, and I have them in the really small size. That would be really good for earrings. Oh, there's two other sizes outside of these two. So I like to have value. So I'm excited. I've been waiting for these ones to come in because it never tends to fail. It's like there's that one or two items that takes forever to get to you. And yeah, you never know why. It's just, and then they give you that like speed up option, speed up delivery. It doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, look at these. I really thought you would like these. They're like the turquoise blue, navy blue, and a coral color. That's really nice. It's not picking up on camera as well as I'd like. And then they have like rhinestones around the center teardrop, which is navy blue. So I like these a lot. And I'm happy because I can buy them in bulk. So I just have to go through and test the metal. I am doing my best to carry things that are nickel free, since our friend Jenny can't watch them and other things like that. I don't think you would pick something like that. Ooh, that's why. Oh yes, okay, thank you. Yes, yes. Absolutely, Rosanna, exactly. I thought you'd like those. Yet you could use them for earrings, but they are big enough that you could also use them as a pendant. So I like this size for that reason. They're not so big that you're going to get oh, those are a statement earring thing. But not so small that it doesn't look right on a pendant. Oh yeah, I got the bronze spacers in multiple sizes in this order. So okay, I showed you the golden ones with the antique brass option of this pendant. I really like the copper ones. They're just not right here at hand. I like these better. This is like stainless with, again, like a KC gold. So I'm happy because I like the way these look. I think they're going to be popular. Then, oh, these are like the bullhorns with flowers all around it. So those are pretty. They're a little thin, but they don't bend easily. So they're sterling or stainless steel, but that doesn't always mean anything. Sometimes you get stuff and it's still flimsy, even though it's labeled as stainless steel. And then I want your guys' honest opinion. Not that I have to say that. I'm sure you guys were like, Um, you guys will give me your honest opinion. But what do you think of these heart for pendants? They're really solid. Here is my handy dandy cover. Anyone in your life asks you what you want for Christmas, you tell them that this, because it's nice. It is 8mm. I'm trying to get it at its biggest. 31, just over 31mm. And it just goes off center. They have these in multiple gemstones. So if you guys like them, let me know so that, oh yeah, the off to the side. I know. That's why I like them. But then I still get like, and it's funny because I didn't make these things. So why am I anxious as if I was the one that like made it? I know I purchased it, but still, like, I don't, they're just pretty. I like them. So I'm glad that there are those of you who also like them. But yeah, that's the only thing that bugs me is sometimes you like go to open you can't see anything until you open the bag. Oh, it's another one of the elephants. But this one, yeah, it looks rose quartz. So now there's 2 of these that will go in the sale, in the next sale. These are just some very simple, but a little bit of an upgrade from like a traditional. So there's carving on the front of it. The loops are really small. You can just put something on it and then close it up. It looks nice. So, I like these. I have these in my stash. But yes, what you said? I need them. The elephant. Okay, you also like the side hole. Rose quartz? Absolutely. I may have already ordered rose quartz. But if there's ever stuff you guys want me to be on the lookout for, let me know. Did I order 2 of the exact same color? It's okay. One set can be for earrings. It just means I can put like a 3-piece set together. So if you wanted your necklace to match your earrings, you could. Oh, I like them in person too. I like the double loop so you could hang something there. You could hang from the bottom, from the inside of here. You could wire wrap all of this and kind of graduate and then go back up. Okay, I'm a fan of these. Am I the only one? Or should I get more? And these are bigger than the other ones we were just talking about. So you could even like mix them together and have these as the earrings and this is the pendant. You would just have to like hammer this part. Yes. Oh, you have those? Yeah, they're pretty. I love these. These are really nice. And they came in a box, which I like because they're much less likely to have them not be bent. More of the 18 karat gold little itty bitty oval jump rings because we sold out of those. So I needed, when I did the stash thing, another metal elephant. Oh, these are cute. I also do this a lot. I buy things that are like earrings, and then I take them off the ear wire and I make them into a necklace for the people in my life that, excuse me, like very simple, smaller jewelry. I like those a lot. Those will definitely get used as pendants. They will not stay on the ear wires. Oh, and then I got those ear wires in silver as well, though a much lower quantity of them, that's for sure. Oh, silver, daisy spacers. See all the stuff. Oh, and I'm almost at the end. If you ever shop from Temu, be very diligent to look through the back, because sometimes they will like put a bag inside of this, and then it's like they had to add stuff to it so it could all go in one shipment. And so I have thrown things away on accident. So just be careful with that. Oh, I like these ones. These are the opposite of the ones that I liked, which were the antique copper with the like the inside was the brass. I still think the ones where the hammered part is copper are my favorite, but those are nice too. Like those. I got another fossil coral pendant. This one's like a really nice soft yellow and gray. That's a pretty one. I like that. And then I don't know what these are or why I bought them. I honestly don't. Which is totally something that happens more often than I'd like to admit to. I don't know what these are. I don't mind them. They're like saucer shaped. And I do like a good glass bead every now and again. They're pretty. I will definitely use them. I like those. I like them. I like them a lot. And then these, I do remember. They're really pretty. I love the color. The like light cranberry that goes into like really dark, like plum almost. They're faceted on the sides. I would definitely order these again in a heartbeat. I love these. You just figured out you can zoom in. Okay. You want to learn how to wire wrap what? Oh, thank you, Tina. I am a business owner. I sell beads and pendants and everything else. I need to start purchasing my or posting my stuff up as well. Am not good about that, but that's where my daughter comes into play, because she's going to help me get stuff up on a website, and because I'm not always going to be able to restock stuff, um, we can get stuff put up, and then um, they just sell out till they sell out, you know. But I'm very happy with this order. There was not anything that I was like, this is going back and it's going back now kind of situation. But what were you asking if they were elephants, Renee? Thank you. You're a sweetheart, Tina. I appreciate that. I want to get this. I don't know why I'm trying to get that. If you're talking about these are elephants, Renee. They have flowers all around the ears across, like by the top of the head, and then down onto the trunk. There's a lot of very like intricate, like spots and stuff. And you could totally paint these. Rosanna, I might have to send you one of these, just because I want to see how you would paint it. So I don't have a website yet. My daughter and I are working on it. And by January 1st, it will go live. So that is the goal. She asks me, have I taken pictures? And she, stays on top of me about stuff. But yeah, which is good because I need somebody to do that. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I need somebody in my life to do that. In a kind, gentle, but firm way, if that makes sense. But I get to get all this stuff unpacked, destranded, put away. But yeah, I would like to be able to, oh, here's my Temu haul. Oh, here, it's going up on the website by the next day or so. But yes, okay, so rose quartz in these. I'm trying to figure out, let me see where the other ones are. And then I can tell you the other. So the other ones, like, where did it go? There was a really pretty pendant down, and now I don't see it. It was the unitite. I don't understand why I'm not seeing this one. So, like this pendant, that is beautiful. The back, that detail is just so nice. If you go through Square, Linda, it's very easy to do so. My daughter has already been able to like do certain things, but yeah, so they have these in the white crystal, green aventurine, the opal, tiger eye, turquoise, faux turquoise, obviously, lapis. The black one is obsidian. That's good to know. And then they have it in redstone, flower green, which is unakite, malachite, amethyst, and rose quartz. Or I can buy. Oh, is it just one still? Yeah, I thought it was saying there was more. So I'll definitely order more of those. The little elephant comes in amethyst, obsidian, tiger eye, white crystal, turquoise, rose quartz, and green aventurine. This one is what I'm talking about right now. That one comes in other ones. The teardrop I already did. What was the last one? Somebody just asked. Let me see. I don't remember the other one. That was it, one of these that you guys wanted something in? If you email me what you want me to keep an eye out for, I will definitely do so. I do my best. I write them down so that I know what I have and haven't already ordered or purchased. Oh, Renee, you missed something that you're gonna be like, oh, opalite. They say opal, but I'm 99.8% sure that they are opalite, like the opalite color. But look at these. They are as cute in person. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like pink opalite, but yeah. But look at the silicone elephant. In case you didn't see last night, she makes beautiful pens and things. I'm gonna have to go watch some of her videos because I do various pens. I am so excited. These literally, nothing annoys me more than buying a specific thing and then it gets here and it's ugly. So, all right. That's the Temu haul for everybody. I appreciate you guys all being here. Cause yeah, I feel 100 times better than I did how I felt when we started. So, and that was the motivation for me to come on today, was for that. Oh, I have to show you the other thing. Okay, get ready, ladies. If you don't have your glasses on, get your glasses on because I'm going to show you what I figured out this weekend. And I was so excited that I did. Yeah, we'll do it with this. You guys might laugh at me and be like, that's what you're so excited about. But yes, this is what I was so excited about at the top of the show. So I just need to get the tools. Where nothing fell or broke. I caught it. So there it is. I didn't reset my tools, which I normally do, but then I was pretty sure you guys were all going to be interested in the Temu haul, so I wanted to show you. So here I've taken, I think this is probably 5-inch length. Okay. Let me get these out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. The camera doesn't know what to focus on. Let me go ahead and straighten this a little bit more. Okay, so this is about 5 inches of wire right here. I'm going to go to the very, very tip and I'm going to turn the loop until it goes back. This one actually stayed very round, so I'm very happy about that. But I am going to want to go in and tighten it up just a tad. I'm going to cut off that itty bitty bit that is in the center. Where did I just put down my scissors or my clippers? I literally just had them. These are all going to get painted very soon here. Nothing drives me more crazy than looking and only to find it exactly where it was, but it was hidden by the other tools there. Like, it drives me nuts. So I just cut the littlest bit that I can at the middle of that. I just got to knock off the piece that I broke off because there we go. So then again, I'm going to take it and I'm going to turn it the rest of the way. And I'm going to try to get in as close as I can. Then I'm going to grab it by the loop there and I'm going to start a spiral. And like I said, I'm not claiming that I'm the first one to have done this. I'm sure somebody else has thought of this before I did. Okay, so I have like my little spiral there, right? I'm still going on, holding on to the end. I'm going to bend this up. And I'm going to put the other end of the wire through. And then just like with the knotted head pin, I'm going to come right up against that spiral. Going to grab my pliers. Well, that was not very effective. I was not holding on to the end of this very well. Okay, and I'm going to pull it through the center hole. I'm going to pop it up just enough that I can get my pliers in there. And I'm going to straighten this wire back out. But when you're done, I hope you guys can see that, you end up with a little spiral, and then you have a head pin. You could also go around more times and then bend it up around, like if you stuck a bead down and you wanted to push it up, then it looks like a bead cap too. And if you do so at the top, like, then you end up with two. So I was really happy because it's not just a knotted head pin. This gives you more space. And or doesn't allow the bead. If you're using a large hole bead, the bead won't go over the top of the knotted head pin. So let me just grab one of these glass pearls I have right here. This still isn't all the way straight, so let me fix that real quick. There's just like this little dip right there, but I'm just trying to get it. And with the knotted head pin, sometimes you're not always able to get it to come straight, but look. And this, I would have been able to go around many times still. Like I could have kept going with this. And if I did continue going with that, then you just would start with my like hybrid loop that I like to do, where I typically only wind it once. And so I'm saying like the one I typically do because I like to get the loop right up against the top of my bead. And then this side will be much easier to do the spiral, but you still want to pay attention so that it doesn't get up, so that it doesn't jump up and over one of the other spots. And so then you have a bead cap on top. So it's very simple to do. So, because I love the head pins that have like a ball and then what looks like a bead cap and whatever else. I love those at the end of a head pin, but they're very expensive. If you're looking for a specific wire color, they don't always have them. And so this gives you the ability. Oh, and if you just want it to match the rest of the wire within your piece of jewelry, this is the easiest way to do it because you're using the same jewelry. So it just makes it like really nice. Did Linda say she's already doing this? You're not quite, I'm not quite there. I need to start from the beginning. Do you need me to make it again? I don't mind doing so. And Jan, okay, let me go ahead. I will show it again. And you know what? Well, I will try to do it with a thicker gauge so you guys can see better. But if it doesn't work, oh, that's not going to work because that's way too small. I'm going to do it with 18. The 16 gauge. Because even the 18 gauge will be difficult to do. This one. Okay, yes, this is 18 gauge. Let me try with the 18 gauge. Hopefully I'm strong enough to do it. Oh, and if you guys ever had this happen, see, that was what was wrapped around here. I use this to make jump rings. So I'll just cut off the squirrely wiggly bit and use those to make some jump jump ring with, if I could talk. So let me try it with a thicker piece of wire. I'm still, well, I need to straighten it out some first. Okay, so we're gonna go to the very middle. I'm gonna go ahead and flatten the tip of this one. I didn't do it on the other one, but I want to try that. So, because sometimes that makes it easier to like get your middle loop turned smaller and easier. So I want to be down. Okay, so I'm right there on the very tip of my wire to where I can't feel it. So then it's like, I don't know that I want to turn for you. This is really thick wire. I need to curve it around a little bit more, but then cut off the straight bit that I ended up with. Jan, if you have any other like tips and techniques similar to this that you do, I would love to hear them because, like I said, I'm going into copper and bronze more, so it's hard. I'll show you one other quick thing. I'll use this tangly bit to show you actually. Wait. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now? What was I going to do? What was I going to show? Oh, I remember now. Sorry. Um, so I'm just gonna bend this wire back over onto itself like so. Now, if you use standard pliers, you have to go very slow or it'll skip and twist on you, which I hate and was one of the reasons that I didn't really, sorry, I have just folded it over onto itself. I'm actually going to straighten this out real quick or pull a piece that I can straighten out. Now I'm just gonna pull out a piece. Like I said, I will use that for jump rings. Pull out a piece of wire. So like somebody did a class where it's like bent over itself and then squished together. So if you are wanting to do that and you're wanting your wires right together as tight as you can get them, as I said, if you're using this and I can feel it already wanting to twist on me, it's very hard to get it back straight once that happens. If you want an easier way, you're going to start in the first groove on your Xeron pliers, not the one that has like the little V on top that makes the wire like do what it's supposed to. I cannot think right now. But so that you can fold it easier. But if you just go into the first rounded one, I start a little bit of the way with it still sticking out on top. I squish it, I move it down. I'm going to go to the next one just to make sure it is all the way tight and I don't even have to go down the rest of the way, but you can. You can keep going the way. But look at how closed that is. And did you see how fast I did it? It's like, it's crazy to think of doing it any other way. I'll show it one more time. You're just going to fold your copper, go into the first of the 3 grooves that do not have the thing, and I'm going to show you how fast it is once when I'm not demonstrating. So I'm going to get into that first groove. And I'm going to start a little bit of the ways down. I'm going to go up to the top. And just like that, it's folded completely back on itself. And then you can slowly go down and get it tighter. I still have wire from the other side, but it makes it so quick and easy. And this is 18 gauge wire that I just did that with, that I did with it that quickly. So if I was going to use this, I would slowly keep going all the way down. But this is just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to try to do the spiral real quick. We want it small, but not so small that we can't get our wire through it later. Okay, and then just like last time, I'm going to grab my pliers. I'm going to put my loop inside and I'm going to bend the wire and I'm going to keep going so that I can make my little spiral. These ones don't want to hold it tight enough, so we will come to this one. Get a bigger grasp on it. The one thing I will tell you is that you're going to want to stop your rotation at the same spot that it started. Otherwise, one side has more rings than the other. So like here's the end of the wire inside. So I'm going to go just a little bit further right there. Actually, I want to do one full turn. I want to do a bigger spiral this time around. And I've done this with 20 gauge. I have not tried doing this with 18 gauge yet. So we're all going to find out together if it is in fact feasible. So I'm going to pull the end of my wire through the spiral, and then just like when you do the knotted head pin, I don't know why I just did that. I need my dominant hand on this. You're going to get your nylon jaw pliers right up against. And then you're just going to pull this. I did it very easily. Hey! Oh, I'm excited. I wasn't sure that would work, but it did. Now you can make head pins as long as you want. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. That went very quickly, very easily. That is so awesome. Then say like the glass pearl that I used on the last one. I'm going to cut off that little jog. Oh, is it not going to fit through there? Let me grab a 10mm bead or something real quick. She said, I'm glad that went well for you. Oh, I know what I'll use. There are the little crystal cubes. So obviously this cube is smaller than the spiral itself is. So you can see it a little bit. Plus I just noticed I can probably pull that just a tad bit tighter. Just a tad bit. Just because that little, there it went. Okay, now it went all the way through. Okay, much better. Man, I wanted this to go on because I wanted to be able, oh, it's probably because I have a little bump in my pliers. You can also do that without needing a second pair of pliers when you have the little spiral. Come on, there we go. So then what I was saying is when you get to the bottom of your bead, you can bend the spiral up and around the bottom so it does look like a proper bead cap. I'm so excited. I didn't think 18 gauge wire was going to go that easily. I was sure that it was going to be like such a hassle, and it wasn't, so I'm excited. But there you go. I'm just obsessed with that. I was like, oh, 20 gauge I can do, which is still thicker than what most people use for a knotted head pin. Most use 22 or 24, but I didn't think that was going to go on. And it bent up around the bottom of the bead very nicely. So, and then you can do exactly what I did earlier, which was just to bend that down all the way. And I like to go in the angle. Do you hear my dog? She's napping. This is actually low pitch for her. Normally, it sounds like Mario in a water world. You get that boing, 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 boing. She does it. Dad just pulled it, so she stopped. But yeah, she was having why do we do that to the wire? In case you don't have a head pin in the color wire you want. The gold wire that you're using doesn't match your jump rings, clasps, head pins, bead caps. They don't all match, which is extremely frustrating. Whereas if you do your own, then you know everything's going to match. In my case, I don't. Hold on one second. My lipstick and chapstick has gotten. I'm not at a spot where I can buy although I have had thicker lipstick or more expensive lipstick, and it's still, I don't know why it does this, why my lips do that, but they do. So anyways, like I was saying, that it's very good. Yeah, it's copper wire. Yeah. So this was the 18 gauge wire. And then like I just showed you, you can pull this tight and then you can just start wrapping here. And since obviously the two ends are not the same size, so to get to matching bead caps would be difficult to do. But, oops, see, you just got to be careful not to do that, which is something that I've caught myself doing. I start going too fast and then it goes like up on top of itself. And then you can just cut your wire, saving the end for jump rings, which is what I like to use my scraps for. Yes, I am. Okay. But now you do have matches because it's the same wire. So there you go. Or you could just do a loop, whatever else. Was that 20 gauge or crappy? I believe the 20 gauge would be easier. I think it would be much easier to do it with 20 gauge, or you can do it with 22 gauge too. You can do it with, I would probably, you might want to start with a softer wire just to, while you're learning, so that there's not as much resistance that you're fighting against. But yeah. So with me wanting to work mostly with and sorry, I just noticed anytime I'm using wire and I want it to like tuck in better, I don't know if you guys have seen, but like I'll take the end before we get around and I'll kind of bend it in so that when I get to the end, it will like curve in instead of poking out. Obviously, that's not going to be the case for this. This will be a redo, but yeah, I'm excited to get 20 40mm bare bronze wire head pins, flat head pins. It's like $4, $4 or $5, and the thicker they get, the more they go up in price. So but yeah, no, I'm loving this. This is a great tip, the Xuron pliers to fold wire back on itself. I don't know how many of you guys were watching Becky and Jenny on Late Night Beading that they do on Friday nights. But I put up the tip about the Xuron crimpers, and you could see Becky like she saw it, and then she like stopped and she went and got wire and her Xuron pliers and did it. And you could see she was like, oh, that does work. Like, And then she was like, "You guys, this is so cool. It does work." So I like to be able to pass on my little shortcuts to you guys, especially, but ones that are going to serve you well, not that make it look like like it is a shortcut. It just looks like you're that good. So yeah, I'm sorry, Beth. I'm sorry. But that's all that I knew that I wanted to show you that. I feel like there was something else I was going to tell you guys, but I don't remember. I have a doctor's appointment in like an hour from now, so yeah, you gotta laugh. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Mary. It's just if I can find a way that makes it easier for myself who has dexterity issues, then I want to pass those things along. Of course, I want to pass along ones that are going to be nice and that aren't going to like look like crap. So I only want to pass that kind of stuff on. So, anyways, though, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up for me, leaving me a comment, or sharing the stash or the stream to your own social media platforms so that other people you know of the beauty variety would want to watch it as well. I hope I am making sure, Mary. I will probably come home and I might do a just for me design. So, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thank you for coming in and spending a little bit of your time with me. And as always, happy beading.